Hello and welcome, it's Bushwackah here, and welcome to my second episode of the Vulcan Trader series. Now, I have a lot to do in a hurry, so the first thing I need to say is, if you like this video, please leave it a like. If you have any questions or comments, leave those below, and it really helps out if you want to see the rest of the series to subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. Like I said before, we have a lot to do in a hurry because let's just say maybe I have attempted to make this video a time or two or three before and run into giant issues. So the problem is this oxygen tank right here, and maybe my welding torch, maybe something else. I honestly have no idea. Things are exploding, that's all that I know. So the first thing we need to do while we have a bit of power is to get our get a pipe bender made. So during the night I ended up going out and doing some mining. I figured you guys have seen people mine before and it is just the same, so skipped over a little bit of that for you. That's probably the only part of the series that I'll skip over at all. So we're just gonna load this guy up and we're gonna start making a hydraulic pipe bender. So the goal here is gonna be, if I can find the hydraulic pipe bender, there it is. What we need to do is to weld up the space and then pretty much airlock it off. Now, I probably won't build an airlock to start, but what we're going to do is we're going to place this active vent probably over here. Let's see, yeah, we're going to place it right here, and we're just going to start dumping the air from the space because for whatever reason it really likes to explode. I think that's right. I don't know. Also, geez, I'm making a mess in here already. I can kind of see in the future that it might be a bit of a pain in here with all the stuff. So I'm going to turn my welding torch on, and I just burned that cable. Do not aim your welding torch directly at a cable. Bad news. So it looks like we need two more things of iron sheets here. Oh no, we ran out of power. I thought we had enough to survive the night here. Oh, yeah, we did, other than I burnt this cable. So I think we should just be able to put a cable on top of it, as long as I have my cable cutters in my other hand. Nope. Looks like you have to destroy it. And of course, I'm also getting a hunger caution warning here. So I think during the night I might have had to eat some of my food, so I am down to another bar here. If I can survive this map, I'm going to be quite surprised. We shall see. Seeing as I've already eaten some of my food, I have no clue how I'm going to be able to... before we do this, let's just cancel this. I have no idea how I'm going to be able to eat food or make more food, I guess. Hopefully we'll be able to just trade and get it. I do not know. So let's build that pipe bender again. Here we go. Okay, so now we have these sheets. That is building up. I'll grab my welding torch again. Another thing I learned, even when I end up depressurizing the space, the welding torch is absolutely an explosion hazard. So you need to make sure that it's turned off and in a tool belt at all times. Probably should have grabbed some copper to make some wire while we're working at this. But you know what? It's okay for now. I think my cat just said hello. Don't know if my microphone caught that. Okay, so while that's building, we can go over here and we're going to grab our doors. Man, you really have to jetpack around all the time on this planet. It's just kind of not very flat, not very easy to just walk around. If I built a little like staircase or something here, that might help as well. I think for these doors, I need to use these sheets in a welder. There we go. Get that going. And then what I think it's like the maybe some glass. And this guy, our crowbar here. Yep, there we go. And we can open this up. Now, one thing that I've tried doing, and I think this works decently well, And power slow as well, of course. One thing that works decently well is having two doors, just kind of having the base open at night because it's a nice and cool 130 degrees, at least compared to the day. So having these doors open at night's fine, and then during the day just closing both of them, that definitely helps, but for some reason things have still been exploding, and I don't quite know why that is. So we're going to come over here, and now we're going to grab, we have some more walls left. And I'm just going to place the walls on the outside of this. How about that? Maybe if I can get it down. There we go. And then one more on the side over here. There we go. Okay, so now we have some walls down. I'm really hoping that this doesn't explode. So we're actually just got to bring this guy in the base for now. Because at least, like, worst case scenario, we can take our crowbar and we can just close this off. Yeah, that'll be decent. That might be the way I actually use this because these guys use so much power. So maybe I'll just have to have my crowbar at all times. So that guy's almost done. Unfortunately, we're going to need some more cable coil in order to hook it up. And the cable coil needs copper, which happens to all be in my auto lathe there. Okay, so that's done building. Let's dump everything out. We're going to build our pipe bender down right here. And sorry if I'm not explaining the best, but like I said, I've played this a couple times trying to make this video, and the base just explodes, and it's nothing I can recover from. So I can't really continue on when the entire base explodes. Maybe if that happens again here, I'll show you guys a video of what it looks like. But it literally levels the base and destroys all of this machinery here, and there's really no way to recover from it. So yeah, we're just gonna have to try and make this work without it exploding. Okay, I think that should be enough. I want a little extra because we're gonna have to use it to build this guy. So we need iron sheets again, so we'll take some iron out of this guy. And we'll make some iron sheets here. I know I'll build like 10 because I'm going to need 3 iron sheets for these walls here, and then I'll need 2 for that. So I'll make a bunch. It isn't like we're not going to use them. Turn that on. Okay, put this back in your tool belt. Very important part. Was it like plastic sheets now? And that probably is enough. Collect all these guys up. Stacker might be a good idea as well. And then we will weld some plastic sheets. I don't know how welding plastic sheets would work, but you know, it's a game, I guess. Perfect. Okay, this is built. I'm just gonna hook up power for now because I'm lazy. And I don't know if I've ever actually used the data input for that thing. And again, I'll just place a straight piece over that, and it'll make a 4-way junction. As long as you have your cable cutters in your other hand. Okay, so why did we build the hydraulic pipe bender? That's because we need to build a passive vent. So we'll go in here, turn this guy on, we'll build a passive vent, and this is just going to allow all of the air to escape out of this room. That is not what we want. There we go. So we only need 1 of these. And this will hook up to the other end of our active vent here. And that'll be outside. And I've already piped that up. So let's just put these sheets here, here, and here. Maybe. There we go. Okay, so now we have a very, very, very rudimentary, what maybe could be called an airlock. Guess when they're both closed. Place this down here, and actually I'm gonna grab my mining belt because sometimes it doesn't like to work if it isn't doesn't have the entire square exposed to the environment. So you can see here, whoa, yeah, that part of this passive vent is actually under this terrain here. So I'll just pull out this little guy. Oop, this little guy. There we go. I'll just mine out a little bit of that. There we go. Okay. So now it should be working just fine. I'll throw this back in here. I'll just throw my mining belt down in here. Okay, man, we made a lot of progress really quick here. I think I had some more cable coil. Okay, I have 9 more cable coil. That should be enough to get me over to this passive vent here. And I need to keep these machines off because I'm going to need the power. So one thing I really want to do is get a solar tracking system set up, but I've tried doing that and then my base explodes. So it's a good idea to get the base depressurized first and then worry about the rest. Actually, I'm going to close this outside door first. There we go. Using the doors manually. So this has to be set to inward, and then we should be able to power it right on. There we go. The pressure goes down. So luckily in this game, well, I guess in reality as well, I guess if you're in a vacuum, there's really no temperature. I guess you can't. It's very hard to achieve a perfect vacuum, but in this game it is possible. So once we get this in vacuum, these things should not really be affected by the temperature. The problem is, like, this tank is so full, but the problem is if you bleed it a little bit, it's gonna auto ignite in the environment because it is so hot. So there we go. We've got our large oxygen tank here secure in our base, and we have a little bit of an area to actually build stuff in. This is nice because I don't think it's going to drain our battery nearly as fast when we're in here. Oh, nice. Do you know what might also be nice? Let's build a little light, so then I can just I'll build like the LED. I think that draws the least amount of power. And yeah, so then we have a little bit of light in here, so I don't have to use my suit battery. Let's build a kit light. I need iron as well, which is over here. There we go. We'll make this base feel a little bit more like home. And yeah, maybe I'll just put it down. I don't know. We'll find a place to put her down. I don't want it to be in the way, so maybe I think like right here will be best. And like I said, I think the LED uses the least amount of power. I totally could be wrong on that. Do I really have no cable coil left? Of course, I have to make a little bit more. I just need one more piece. Come on now. So we'll make our cable coil. And I'll just make a couple pieces while I'm here. So we'll do a junction. There we go. Turn this guy on. Look at that. Looks like home. Don't need my Oh, why'd this stop producing? Oh, probably because the power surged when I connected that. Okay. So now we officially have a depressurized base. Usually you're trying to pressurize up a base, but in this case, you do not. Oh yeah, so you can see over here the temperature is nothing. And this square is nothing. This square is nothing. Oh, it looks like, yeah, the whole base is like completely depressurized now. So that's good. The next thing I want to do is let's throw this cable coil in our belt here. And we need more power because we're kind of running quite low. So, or the solar panel does a good job, but it doesn't do a great job. And there my hunger goes again. There we go, close that up. That'll drain out. It's really best to try and avoid opening these doors, even with it depressurizing like that during the day. Let's just take a look. Oh, so it's daytime, so I'm actually going to switch out this battery. There we go. So we switched out that battery. Hopefully that'll get some charge during the day. I actually figured out, I did the calculations, figured out exactly how to really, not necessarily optimize the solar panels, but how to get them to kind of track across the environment. So we'll build some frames here. I need to build probably at least 2 more solar panels. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try for now. So we're going to build 2 more solar panels. Let's just see. We also have a solid generator. I kind of want to avoid using that as much as possible, but it just may be something that we have to do. I'm just going to look and see if there's any more stuff that we should be working with. There is an air conditioner. It just uses those little batteries, and I just don't have enough real power to use that for now. We do have a console and a advanced airlock. Honestly, at this point, I just need that how we have it set up now. The advanced airlock would be a good idea. Probably in the next episode, I will end up doing that. Let's just see. And I think, let's see. I think I decided that like 82 or 78 degrees maybe? No, 82 degrees was the most power at noon. So this is just set up really to get the most power only during one part of the day. Yeah, so let's grab some. We'll need some cable and some sheets. So let's just make everything while we're in here. Yeah, you can see how hot it gets. Oh man, yeah, we're gonna have to go grab some food from the. And I really don't like this. Because this tank is up to 500 degrees. Let's see, they say once it hits 10 megapascals that this thing will explode. I guess we will find out. Hopefully, yeah, look, it looks like the pressure's going down when the vacuum is in here. I don't know. We'll keep our eye out on that. So we need some solar panels. So let's find the solar panels. They should be in here. Solar panel, there we go. And we'll build 2 more of these. We have some iron sheets, so I'll just throw these sheets into my backpack here. So I need those, and then I'll also need some cable coil. So let's throw this. Let's throw this in our backpack as well, and we'll make a bit of cable coil. And 6. Okay, so built some cable coil here. I don't know how much we need. I'm gonna say we probably need about. I'll just build maybe like 20. How much do we have? We have 3 for now, so maybe about 17 more or so. Okay, and we've built a little over 20. I think we built 25, yeah. There we go. And let's just make sure we have everything. So we have our sheets, we have our solar panels, and yes, we have some cable coil. So we will close this up, and we will exit outside to a nice blistering 500 degrees. The first thing we need to do is throw this stuff in our tool belt, but then we need our iron sheets because we're going to weld up these 2 guys. Using this during the day is a bad idea, so I would just suggest probably not. Because, oh, shoot. Oh. One thing, actually, that might be a good idea is maybe just letting the welding torch run during the night so then it loses some of the pressure in its tank. I guess I might have to try that out and see how well it works. Okay, so now we've done this, I can just throw these sheets down over here, and we will build our solar panel. Oh man, we're just dying on all fronts here. Okay, let's build our solar panels, and I'm just going to build the single connection here. I forgot to grab our glass as well, but that's okay, we'll come out. We're not going to get any power from it really today. We'll build a junction, we'll build another junction, put the cable cutters in my other hand, and we'll go straight across here. I'm building them with 1 spacing between them. I am going to end up doing a little bit of logic, so that'll allow me to run it through. You could place them a little bit closer, but honestly at this point I just want to get them down. Oh yeah, so the temperature's starting to cool off. Nice, it's actually pretty decently cold out. My battery, honestly, I think I'm just going to let this battery die out. Turning off your light really does help, so... Oh, probably should close this door. Let's just see. Yeah, it looks like, I think it did decrease some. I guess I'll have to look at that afterwards. Let's grab these glass sheets, and... yeah, I'll turn this off. Honestly, I actually might build like a little transformer or something, so then I can just turn this entire base off. I guess I don't want to turn this guy off. Yeah, I might build something like that, so then I'm not wasting power when I'm not in here. Okay, so we have our glass sheets, so we'll be able to finish up these solar panels. And boom, boom. And I think what I want to do is I'm going to grab this guy, and I want to tilt it I think I tilted it to like 82 degrees, did I decide? Actually, I'm going to tilt this a little bit more. I'll tilt it to 92, and then I'm going to rotate this. Let me see here. I think I calculated out the end of the day is about, 171 degrees is about the best. So I guess I'm going to tilt this one to the right. Yeah, so I'll tilt this one to the right. Let's see if we get any power. The sun might technically be set. Yeah, I think the sun is set. Okay, so I'm going to tilt that one like that. I'm going to tilt this one to 80 or 72, 82 degrees. Yeah, and I'll turn this to 90, or to positive 90 here. Turn on my light so I can see again. And then I'm going to bring this one down to like 92. And I'll tilt this one to about 9 degrees, I guess. There we go. So now it's certainly not tracking, but I should be able to have power in the morning, I'll have power in the afternoon, and then I'll have power at sunset. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Luckily, so the small battery isn't draining, so that's good. Okay. And nothing has exploded, which has really surprised me, because the last couple tries I've done at this, things have exploded. Let me just go over and make sure that we don't have... Ooh, I believe I put my waste tank down over in a little pit. Here we go. It should be cool enough where I should just be able to open this. Nope. Still not cool enough. Oh, sorry. Oh. Stay away from the fire. Man. I didn't think it would be like the auto ignition temperature still. I wonder if I can retrieve that canister. If I can't, that might be bad. I think it fell like, oh god. It kind of launched up this way. Am I going to lose all those ores as well? Probably, I guess. So pretty much you cannot open these tanks. Oh god, my power's critical now. I'm just going to look down here to see if that tank somehow survived. Oh man, I'm getting all these critical warnings. So we're going to grab a cereal bar from here, and we're going to eat it. There we go. And I'm going to grab another one because we need it. And I'll put a couple more in my uniform here. Yeah, I really need to get my landing pad made, so maybe I can buy some food, because we are not going to have enough food. Oh, do you know what I'm just realizing? We start... Oh no, okay. Battery died. Oh god. Hopefully I can make it over here. Okay. Yeah, we don't have any food to grow. So I guess we're going to have to use the traders absolutely in order to get that stuff. Okay. So now that we have all our solar panels made, I really want to make them tracking. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do for the rest of this episode. Maybe, and honestly, again here, I'm really surprised that we haven't exploded ourselves. Now, apparently we did light these ores on fire, which is pretty spectacular. Luckily, I'm still getting a decent frame rate here. And we'll come in here. Let's close up these doors again. An airlock is going to be nice, but honestly at this point I'm just happy to not have things exploding. Actually, another thing that I can do to get this tank to lower is to throw it, to actually suck some oxygen out of here for my personal use here. So I'll grab this, throw this in here, there we go. There we go. We actually decreased the pressure of that pretty decent. One thing that I've tried in the past for the waste tank emptying is I can empty it in here when the pressure gets down to, or when the temperature is at 0, so when there's like no value. And you can empty it. Now sometimes you get some flame effects, which is bad, but the base doesn't appear to really catch on fire. I don't know. Still seems like a bad idea. So I know for the system, for the solar tracking system here, we're going to end up using 2 logic input outputs. We'll build those guys up. We're also going to need a labeler, so I'm going to have to use that. because the math is pretty bad. It's some fractions, but I get it decently close enough where we're going to get significantly more power. And it's just going to track it horizontally across the sky. It isn't going to track it vertically. So, like I said, it's better than nothing, I guess. But still, you could definitely upgrade it. So we're going to need 2 memories for this. And again, I'll turn this off, and I'll turn that on. Oh, man, I cannot see over here. Guess I'll turn that off. So we'll build 2 memories. And then we need 2 logic processors. There we go. We're also getting pretty low on gold, so I think, again, after this episode, I'll go out and do a little bit of mining. And that'll be good. So build this guy. Build 1 more. Oh, man, I'm so happy that the base isn't blowing up. Usually I'm happy just to survive, but not blowing up is also a good thing. So here my second logic processor is. Sweet. And now I need a labeler. Let's find the labeler. Okay, there we go. And we have enough resources to build that. Perfect. Also, how much cable coil do I have? 14. I'll probably just use maybe the rest of my copper to make cable coil. Oh, shoot. I'm also going to need some batteries. Hopefully these small batteries don't use too much gold. Please. It's all the way at the top, I think. Here it is. Oh, I would love to build a battery cell large, but at this point I can't. Okay, at least we're going to be able to build 1 more small battery. Yeah, so I'll need that for this guy here. Actually, I probably could just steal a battery out of something else, but at this point, we are going to need some more. Okay. And, yeah, like I don't want to enter and exit the space very much, so I'm just going to build everything I need. So all the way at the bottom here should be cable coil. So again, I'll make a bunch of cable coil, and I'll see you guys in a second. And I'm back, and luckily we've been able to make a bunch of cable coil. The other thing I've noticed is it appears like it's become day, maybe? Yeah, and we did not... Our battery did not die, so hopefully things are looking pretty good. Oh, actually, need to grab my labeler and the battery as well. Do I have enough room? No, I don't. Probably should just drop this crap outside, but for now it's going to stay inside. And we'll throw this in here, we'll throw this in here. We'll grab our small battery. Okay, now we'll go outside, and of course I need my crowbar again. And yeah, we're outside. So let's see. So this guy is making a little bit of power. That's making pretty good power. Okay, hopefully we'll be able to actually charge up some batteries. I'm going to change out this battery for this one. So, oh, why is my temperature high? Oh no, why am I 50 degrees? Oh no. Am I not temperature down? Oop. Okay, there we go. Okay. Ooh, that's not good. You certainly don't want your temperature getting too high. So now we're going to jump over to the other side here. Hopefully these batteries are going to charge up nicely. And I think I'm just going to build all my logic like right over here. Oh, why is my temperature getting so high? 50 degrees, that is like ridiculously hot. Oh god, it's increasing. Is this battery... Oh, this battery just might not have enough juice to allow me to cool my suit. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, let's... that's probably the problem. That might be one of the reasons I'm exploding. Okay. Well, unfortunately, we have to do this. So, let's grab this guy. And we'll throw... We need 2 logic maths here, so logic math, put that here. We need 2 logic input output, so we'll have a logic reader. We'll place that like this, and then we'll have a logic. We want a batch writer. There we go. And then we need to throw down our 2 memory modules. We'll throw those down just here and here. Okay, now we need our cable coil to wire this stuff up. So yeah, we just want a corner over here. And we'll build a junction here. Actually, the four-way junctions use as much cable as just a regular junction, so honestly, I'm fine with using that for that stuff. Yeah, we can build one here as well. And then we can build some corners and stuff to connect up these two guys. And then I needed the labeler because we need to program these memories to very specific values. Like we can't just manually use a screwdriver because the values are too precise for that. You can only get to like you can only get to the hundredths place, so we need to be able to get to like the friggin' millionths place on these guys. Power's low, that's fine. I'm just gonna let this battery probably run all the way out while we're generating power during the day and charging up our other battery. Okay, now we can just put a corner here. Build a junction here. And I probably want to change out how these solar panels are built at some point, but it's fine for now. Shoot. So I need this needs to connect to both sides, doesn't it? Actually, I guess these guys probably need to be the other type of solar panels. Okay, well, I'm gonna just hide out in my base and wait for it to become night, and then I will join you guys again after I change up those solar panels. So we're gonna go hide in here. Okay, it is now nighttime. I took the solar panels and I made them have power on this side, so that's going to feed into the back of these APCs, and the data's on the other side. I should have done that from the start, but I was dumb. I was not thinking about what I was doing, but it's okay. You live and you learn, right? Okay, so now what we need to do is we don't need this one to come across here, so we'll grab this. This can just be a regular corner. I'm trying to save as much on materials as possible. This needs to be a four-way corner. Perfect. Oh no, my battery died. Luckily, so we ran this system during the day, so we actually almost charged up our battery all the way. Now we can jump and jetpack over here again. So we will put a straight in here. Straight like that. Boom, boom, boom. We will put actually just need a junction here. We'll put junction here just in case we add on more. There we go. Okay, now all the data's connected up. But the only thing we need to do is we need to power this side from the APCs. If we just powered this side from the panels, then we would run into problems, because if it's not producing power during the day, then all of our logic here would die, and they would probably get stuck in the position facing away from where the sun's going to rise. So what I'll do here is we're going to have to go over that. So we're going to go like this, and then we have to go out. So we're going to go out, and we're going to go up, and up a little bit more, and then corner again. Hopefully we have enough cable coil. I think we're just going to barely have enough, maybe, hopefully. Yeah, so if you use the C key, it kind of locks it on to where it needs to go. There we go. Okay, perfect. So now the power comes around here, and we'll always be able to power all of our logic, and then the power from the solar panels will charge up these APCs. Okay, sweet. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to turn off our jetpack, and we're going to grab our labeler. We'll go 4, 3, turn off all that crap. Drop that on the ground. We'll take our small battery and throw that in here. Okay. So now I'm just going to label all this stuff. So reader and batch writer I already know. Logic math, we'll call this logic math 1. Call this logic math 2. So that's step 1, step 2. And then this is going to be logic memory, and just from the calculations I did, this needs to be, let's call this memory mem and we'll call this nav 1.07. Confirm. But then I'm going to set these manually, so I'll click on here, and this is going to be negative 1.07 407. That's good enough. So that should be manually set. Perfect. And then this is going to be memory. Oh, I keep on writing meme for some reason. 186.7. And then this is 186 point. It's actually 6666667. Perfect. Horrible numbers. They were fractions initially, but that's about as close as we're going to get. So then I can turn off this labeler, and now I just need my screwdriver, and I should be able to just not use my jetpack. Oh shoot! Actually, the other thing we need is over here, which this is meant to be a sensor for your. Need my screwdriver. This is meant to be the sensor that you use for your airlock, but at this point we actually need power more than anything else. And this has to be placed right here. And this is going to be a daylight sensor. And of course, we don't quite have enough cable coil. So let me just make some cable coil really quick. Yeah, this is absolutely not a tutorial. This is trying to survive more than anything else. Turn this on. Man, I thought I built enough cable coil, but I guess not. We'll just build a bit more. Let's check on this tank. Oh, okay, it's set down to 8.73, so that's good. We're actually losing a good amount of pressure from there. And we're officially out of copper, but this should be enough cable coil to be able to finish the solar system. The solar system, awesome. Okay. Yeah, so let's grab this. We'll put our cable cutters in the other side. And again, over here, I was thinking in the future I might want to expand, so I probably should do the same thing here. So I'll put a 4-way corner in case we add more panels. I think this sensor will be fine, even if I do put something else on top of it. And now we can grab our screwdriver. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the solar daylight sensor. Yep, and then variable will be solar angle, so we can read our solar angle. So even though like this guy over here says question mark, for some reason the solar reader or logic reader can still read it. Thank goodness. So then we're going to go to logic math 1, and we're going to take that value, so logic reader, and we're going to multiply that by the negative 1.07 value there. Perfect. Okay, and then we need to go to logic math 2, and we're going to take logic math 1, and we're going to add, and we're going to add memory 186.7. Perfect. And then we're going to go to our batch writer, and this input will be logic memory, or logic math 2. The output will be the solar panels, maybe. Solar panel, and the variable will be the horizontal, yeah, because we're only going to be able to do the horizontal aspect of these guys. Now we can jump up here, and I'm going to grab my wrench, and so we get the most power at noon, and that turns why isn't that working? Oh, because I didn't turn this on. There we go. Boom. Okay, all these should change. So, but we need to change the aspect of these guys down to, okay, so the horizontal I can't change, but the downwards will be, it needs to be up, needs to be what's 82. So this needs to be 82. This will be 82. Perfect. Okay, that should work. It looks like actually it might be morning here decently soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shelter in my base for the night, and then in the morning we'll come and check and make sure that these guys are working well, and then that will probably be it for this episode. So let me just go and hide, and I'll join you guys back here in a second. Okay, and it looks like the sun is starting to rise, so let's just take a look at our solar panels out here. Make sure they're doing what we want them to do. Of course, one of our filters is low. We're gonna jump over here and let's see. They're kind of blocking each other at this point, but this guy is getting 45%. So and it looks like it is actually, yeah, they are absolutely tracking the sun as much as I could figure out for now. Anyway, it's better than nothing is what I'm trying to say. So there we go. We have a base that is actually depressurized, which is saving our tanks from just exploding. We have a solar system that is actually fairly tracking the sun, at least in the horizontal direction here. And we haven't blown up the base, so that's good. So I think before the next episode, I'm going to do a little bit of mining again, and then we can work on probably, I guess at this point, we might need to make some larger batteries, so I might have to set up the furnace. Also, we need to set up the trading area, so that is going to be very soon. So I would like to thank you guys for watching, and again, if you like this video, please leave a like. It definitely helps. If you have any questions or comments, leave those below. And again, if you don't want to miss any of these, please subscribe to my channel. Again, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bushwackah out.